Hi.
Hey, good evening, Jess. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, doing well, doing well, doing well. All right. So, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. All right. So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm 20 years old. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. I have a college degree in photography, mainly in outdoor landscape and floor, and a little bit in floral and funnel.
Okay. So, are you from Jacksonville originally or Ponte Vedra?
I'm originally from Ponte Vedra,
Okay.
which is just south of Jacksonville.
Okay. Oh, excellent. Okay, that's where our home base is. Honest. So tell me, why did you so what brings you here today? Why did you leave your last job?
I didn't really. I'm still employed at my last job. I just left temporarily to go back to college to continue my education and training in the field of photography.
Okay, so you still work there, or you just took some time off in order so you can come back to work? Because it says on your resume you worked at Pusser, so you can come back and work there at any time.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Okay, so what experience do you have in the field of photography?
I have about 5 years in photography,
Okay,
mainly starting out as outdoor and landscape photography, and not to and until a few years ago when I discovered I had a knack for floral and faunal photography.
oh, really? What was your knack? Tell me a little bit about that.
Basically, when I first took my photo, it made me realize that photography is it isn't just taking photos with a digital camera. It's basically like painting a picture on a
It's a
canvas.
good perspective. It's a unique perspective there. So, okay. So, and you've been doing that a lot. Is that what you've been majoring most of your projects in at school?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay, excellent. So, all right. So, what would your previous supervisor say your strongest point is as an employee?
He would say my strongest point would be hardworking, dedicated, and a team player.
Hmm.
Because when I work, I prefer to prove or show that I am hardworking and dedicated, and not to mention willing to get things done no matter what.
So, did he recognize you for that quite a few times, or what?
He actually did.
Okay.
I'm dedicated to my work, even on days when I'm sick. When I'm sick.
Oh, really? So, but yeah, but how did he show that that was your hard work was your strongest point? Did he reward you with that, or did you take on different responsibilities, or what?
I basically took on different responsibilities such as cooking, prepping food like appetizers, and
Okay.
even cleaning up the restaurant kitchen after during closing hours.
Okay, excellent. So why do you think you would do well at this job with Glossy Finish?
Because I am hardworking, dedicated, and I love my passion for photography more than anything.
There. Okay, excellent. So you think this is suited for you?
Yes, sir. I believe so.
Okay. All right. Well, excellent. That's really good. So let me tell you a little bit more about yourself. So, do you consider yourself a team player?
I do, sir.
Okay.
On a team when I worked back in my previous job, I often trained some rookies on how to operate the equipment in the kitchen.
Okay.
In the kitchen, basically in a three man team, one to rinse dishes, one to run them through the machine, one to stack, and one to run them.
Okay. So you guys had to know all the positions on there in order to really make the team work, right?
Yes,
In case
sir.
somebody wasn't there. Okay.
Hmm.
So what was in looking at a team player, what was your favorite part of doing that within that job?
Favorite part of it would be the hard working and the dedication, and not to mention getting the recognition from our supervisor.
Okay, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. Okay, so tell me what motivates you to do your best on the job.
What motivates me are the opportunities to be recognized by my supervisors, and not to
Hmm.
mention possible chances of getting basically other opportunities in the kitchen.
Okay,
Like
but what would motivate you to do your best on this job? Is if you were to come to us as a photographer.
I would prefer to focus on my passions, and work hard to achieve them, no matter what may come in front of it.
Really? Okay. So how would that passion translate into you doing your best on the job for us at Glossy Finish?
Well, basically, if you have if there was a certain type of job, like say outdoor sports or floral and faunal, I I would it would be I would like to transform them into pieces of art as well.
Really? Okay. Art as far as what? The colors or the backgrounds or what?
Basically, mostly all of the above, because when you see it, like when you use the tools and editing the photos, it not only edits the photo, but it turns it into like a portrait you see in a museum.
Okay, so I'm gonna get into a little bit of that later. You mentioned because you mentioned editing and some other things here. So just kind of hold off on that. Hold that thought for just a little while. So, but are you willing to work overtime or weekends or just odd hours or what?
I have plenty of experience with working overtime and a lot of hours. I worked till midnight before. Longest I've worked is around 12:30 and midnight. After midnight.
Okay, and that's your job at Pussers, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I even worked on weekends, even till closing.
Okay, so you're willing to do just about any time in order to get the job done, right?
Yes, sir.
We have a lot of odd hours for us. We start early. We have events that may run late into the night, and we may work 3 days like that, and then have 3 days off, etc. So
I've also worked early in the morning too.
oh, okay, well, good. So you're pretty much used to that then. Cool. So all right. So would you be willing to relocate if it's required of you to do the job, or?
If it is required, I would be willing to take it. But if there is enough, but I would mostly prefer to work from home if it was optional.
Oh, okay. So, we have lots of different locations within, within the Southeast, and we travel a lot. We travel to tournaments that are up in Tennessee and in North Carolina and Georgia, etc. So, would you mind traveling if we asked you to do that and staying overnight?
If it, I would mind. I would actually wouldn't mind traveling. I tend to travel. Actually grew up traveling when I was a kid, so I've grown quite fond of it.
Oh,
Quite
really?
fond of it, especially in Tennessee. I actually have family there
Oh.
in Tennessee. So if you send me to Tennessee, I would be happy to go.
Okay, well, that's good to know. That's really good to know. So, all right. So, let me ask you this: describe your work ethic to me. If I were to say, what kind of a worker is Jess Hinkle? What would you say?
I would describe myself as hardworking and dedicated, as well as loyal to the company.
Mm-hmm.
And like as I said, I would be willing to get the job done no matter what.
Okay. And are you willing to, kind of put the interest of the organization ahead of your own?
I actually would, because unlike some people, I prefer to work hard in order to become successful, not become successful, because hard work and dedication are the two things that are actually required to become successful.
Okay, that's a great answer. So, so you're willing to put the interest of the organization ahead of your own. So, if you were to give me an example of your work ethic, what would it be?
Example of my work ethic would be working hard, focusing on my passion, for photography, as well as the many possibilities and outcomes that may come with it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a really good answer. So tell me a little bit about what you know about our organization.
I know it's a company based in my hometown of Jacksonville, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And I also know it's one of the best photography companies in the Southeast, and it also photographed my junior football team and junior football and high school team.
Oh, so you've known that since you were a kid then, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well then, as I said before, we've got a lot of different locations around the Southeast, and we travel a lot. We're actually part of a national company that has different locations in different areas. We just kind of own the Southeast. So, you've got a lot of opportunity here, not only with the photography, but also with other jobs within our company, and then also other jobs within some of our other franchises that are around the company as well. So, so why do you think you would do well at this job, at the photography job?
Because I have a strong passion for photography, and not only that, but I see it as a form of art, basically in painting and drawing and portraiture.
Okay, but I mean, is there anything else that would draw you that really feels like you would do well at this job, or at this company?
I believe so, sir. Because like I said, I not only have experience with photography, I have experience in editing as well.
Oh, really? So what? So you've done some editing in college?
Yes, sir. I even dabbled in a little bit of coding for web page design.
Wow. So what programs did you learn?
I learned various programs such as animation coding and JavaScript.
Oh, okay. And what about website design? You said website design, or am I just interpreting that?
I did mention web page. The JavaScript and animation, those are were for website designs
Oh,
actually.
they are?
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, and so you've got experience in that too. What about graphic design? Have you done any of that?
I've done some graphic design before. I created a post. One of my projects for college
Uh-huh.
last semester during a fall semester was for a flyer for for a fictional trading card tournament.
Really? That's
Yeah,
really cool. So what kind of grade you make on it?
I made about an A minus to A plus on it.
Oh, cool. Well, that's awesome. So is that some of your passion too? Not only photography, but also the website design or some of the photography development as well?
Yes, sir. That's it.
Okay. So, well, that's good to know because then that makes you versatile. Hold on just a second here, Jess. So what do you think you would do well at this job, or why do you think you would do well at this job?
Because my passion for photography is I see my passion for photography to be stronger than anyone else who has the same passion for it. Because like I said, I see photography through my eyes as a form of portraiture as a like paintings and
Okay.
sketches.
Okay. So you do a lot of hours just on your own doing photography, or
Yes, sir. In my free time, I would go out, take some photos, edit them, print them, and add them to the to the to the album.
oh, okay. Well, where do you usually go when do you go back in Ponte Vedra? Where do you go?
I would actually go into a local park in the city of Tallahassee called
Hmm.
where there are many beautiful ponds, fountains, and
Okay.
plants for me to photograph.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know that. Oh, that's good. That's good to know. So you would do well at this job because of your passion and then also your experience, right? If I sum that up right.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. But that's good. So do you think those skills, the passion, the experience, the technical side, do your skills match this job or another job more closely? Meaning the photographer job or some other job within our company?
I actually saw some that my skills do match the skills for this company and as
Mhm.
well as for another company. But I believe that that my skills would make me more suitable for glossy finish instead than another company because glossy finish has positions for more than just photography. They have some for editing and web page and graphic
So
design.
you believe your benefit to the company would be your versatility, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
your ability to do different jobs. But what of those different jobs right now, what do you think you're best suited for?
I believe I am best suited for digital photography.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And then why is that? Is that going back to the passion or
I
what?
believe it goes back to the passion because when I took my first photo for photography, it was more like drawing a
Yeah.
picture than taking a photo.
Okay. Well, excellent. So with all those different skills, do you feel like you're overqualified for the position of photographer?
In most sense, I do, but I don't really think I am
Mm-hmm.
overqualified. Qualified, I think I'm just perfectly
Mm-hmm.
suited for the position of photographer.
Oh, well, that's good. And why is that? Tell me why.
Because I do not see myself as a person who is better than other people. I am a team player. I do not who is willing to help others.
Oh, okay. And you want to get you want to focus on something after this position?
Yes, like, I'm willing to take on any other jobs that you have available here at Glossy Finish, such as web page author,
Okay.
graphic designer, or photo editor. Any job will be suited for me.
Okay. So, the couple of things about the job and about, and so I want to learn about you a little bit is, a lot of times that we have to work very long days. We're setting up at 6 in the morning. We're not coming down until like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And then there's a lot of hustling about between getting to games and getting the images back to the truck and everything else. So, tell me about your ability to work under pressure.
Uh, I, in modest sense, I would see my I would be like every other person, be messing up when working under pressure. But over the years, I learned to focus on the work and opportunities of what will come from working hard.
Okay, but did you ever have any pressure or have to meet any deadlines when you worked at Pussers on either the dishwasher or the food prep work?
Nah, yes, sir. Sometimes it gets very busy because the restaurant I work for
Mm-hmm.
it not only handled regular dinner, it also managed the bar and as well as private parties.
Okay, so you guys would have to meet deadlines or whatever. So how did you handle that? Did you get frustrated? Did you get were you able to handle that stress of acting really busy and everything?
I was able to handle it very well because when I worked at Buzzards, it helped me manage my stress more effectively when we're very busy.
Oh, really? So it actually got better with it, right?
Yeah, I kind of liked it actually.
Oh, okay. So you kind of thrived under that pressure.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well that's good to know. So let me ask you this: what's more important to you, the money or the work?
In some, unlike some people who believe money is more important, I believe the work is more important because in order to become successful, you need to do two things, which is work hard and be dedicated
Mhm.
and be dedicated to your job.
Well,
Without those two, you cannot become successful.
okay, well that's true. So, but if are you focusing to do that in order so that you can get paid well later, or just because you want to master the craft of the work?
I would prefer to master the craft of the in the art of
Okay.
photography in order to ensure that I could be able to teach others the same way I learned.
Okay, well that's good to know. So you've got that. So you want to be able to basically, teach other people to do that, and so build, kind of share that passion with others, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well that's a good answer. That's a good answer. So if you had enough money to retire right now, would you?
In normal terms, I would, but unlike other people, I prefer to keep working. Basically, I have to stay busy because I like to work because I like to stay busy in order to earn more hours.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, come on. I mean, we all want to retire at some point. But like, if you had to retire now, or would you want to be, would you actually want to go and pursue this craft?
I would actually pursue the craft of photography because like I said, I love photography. It's like a form of art to me.
Yeah.
Art to me.
Oh, okay, cool. So your passion drives that desire to just keep on working there, not the
Yes.
financials. Okay. Well, that's really good to know. So tell me about something. If you were hiring a person for this job, what would you look for? What kind of traits?
I would look for a person who has basically the same, basically a strong passion for photography. Well, not as
Hmm.
strong as mine, but somewhere around as strong as my passion for photography, as well
Okay.
as skilled in many other different fields such as editing, outdoor sportsmanship, and basically any field in photography.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. So let me ask you this, because a lot of us have to work on the different teams. You've worked on different teams when you were at the restaurant and stuff. What position do you prefer on a team working on a project? Would you prefer that of leading the project, or would you prefer that to be one of the multiple team members, on a project?
I will be among multiple team members working on a project, and as well as a little bit of a
Okay.
leader. Because when I worked for Puzzlers, I would show some rookies on how to do the job
Okay.
right in order to get it done right.
So you kind of led that three-person team for a little while then, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well that makes perfect sense. So, I think I'm going to go back and check my list here, Jess, and see if there's anything else. While I'm waiting on that, or do you have any questions for me?
Yes, sir. Do you by any chance offer any training for any other fields as well as like operating the equipment and stuff?
Wow, that's a great question. Yeah, we actually do. So we actually have some partnerships with some of the junior colleges here in Jacksonville, so that you can go and take some of the some classes there on specific types of photography, either development or color management, etc. We also have some things if you want to do this, if you want to get involved in other parts of our company. Say if you wanted to really do like photo development or more of this web graphic design piece, we actually go pair you up with other photographers if we're not in a job. We have a network that allows you to go and work for, say, a wedding photographer and kind of developing that if you want to do his website design or something like that. So we have a network there that allows you to get that training. Yeah. So it's a really great question. It's one of the great things about our company is that it allows you to learn different things and you can get that, continue that education. So what is your other question?
My next question, do you by any chance have any other fields preferred in glossy finish other than outdoor field or sportsmanship?
That's what we specialize in, but I mean the good thing about it is that our photographers, if we don't have other things to do, then they can go in, they can do their own work. So a lot of our photographers have like other projects that they work on. We've got some that work at Disney part-time. We've got some that do their own weddings and showcase for events. So we don't have that. We specialize in sports photography, but our photographers do have a wide list of things that they do. So
okay, here's one. What kinds of web page or graphic design jobs do you offer at Glossy Finish?
Oh, that's a great question. So we do have a website design person. We also have a person that handles our social media and advertising. We also have a lot of coding positions that actually help us on site, because one of the things we do is we actually transmit the images from the field to a truck, and then we have a person in there that manages all of that. So you can, and it places those images on our website. So we have to have a person there that's watching that all the time in order to make sure that that's done. So there's a technician there, there's website design, there's also, both of those have to have some coding availabilities there as well. So that's a really great question, Jess. We're looking for somebody who can sounds like we're somebody like you that can do the photography piece and that website design and that development piece as well, and a little bit of photoshopping. Okay? Any other questions?
No, sir. That is all.
Okay. Well, that's great. Well, I really appreciate you coming by today. It was really good to meet you, and you did a really good interview here, and you touched on all the questions. You also explained yourself really, really well. So I look forward to talking to you again. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you, Jess.
Thank you, sir.
All right.